Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A little update from Ukraine. The Russians launched about 143 drones last night, and they attacked Mykolaiv's critical infrastructure and about 10 regions in Ukraine. I will show you what regions they attacked, where they launched their drones from, and what the Ukrainians successfully destroyed. About 94 drones or something like this. We're going to go over that. Then we find out that the Ukrainians, according to Ukrainians, are stopping the Russians in Pokrovsk, even liberated a settlement in Pokrovsk. The Ukrainians claim that. The Russians tried to encircle Pokrovsk, but they couldn't do it. The Ukrainians also advanced in Kurakhove in Pokrovsk area, and they liberated a village near Pokrovsk, the Ukrainians claim. Then we find out that the Poles don't really want peace. And we have the Polish foreign minister, who's Mr. Sikorski. I think he doesn't work for Polish people. He is against peace. He criticizes Trump's decision to call Putin. He calls it a mistake. Why? On whose payroll are you, Mr. Sikorski? We're going to find out. Then we find out as well that Americans are trying to divide and impera, divide and conquer. And that's the technique with the Russians in BRICS, and even contacted. Remember, the Americans spoke with the Russians, tried to offer them so they get them away from BRICS and China. Then they had Modi, the Prime Minister of India, at the White House. They offered him F-35s and many other things, oil and blah, 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 blah. They tried to break their cohesion over there. And now even they want to talk with that, until yesterday, illegitimate dictator tyrant of Alexander Lukashenko of Belarus. You heard me right. The Americans talked to the president of Belarus, Lukashenko. Until yesterday, he was just persona non grata. Right now, we're friends, man. How could that be possible? Someone's wrong. Either the previous administration and the previous baboons, or these guys. You can't be right on the same time, because Lukashenko did not change anything, Putin did not change anything, and they want to talk to them. That's fantastic. Trump wants to talk to Kim Jong-un, the woodchuck from North Korea. You know who Trump is not going to talk with? The Iranians. Why? Because over there, there's some other masters that tell Trump what he can do and what he cannot do. Can you guess who those masters might be? Yep. The perpetual victims. So let's start with the first article and topic. This comes from Ukrainska Pravda. Ukrainian air defenses destroy 95 Russian drones in 10 regions overnight. And here we find out, Ukrinform, again, this is from the 16th of February, 2025. Ukrainian forces shoot down 95 drones overnight, 46 veer of course. So that's what, 141 drones? But they say that they were more than that. There were 143 drones launched right here. So the Russians launched 143 drones. And these guys destroyed 95, and 46 just went to mommy who knows where. Now the Russians attacked Kharkiv, Poltava, Sumy, Chernihiv, Cherkasy, Kiev, Zhytomyr, Khmelnytsky, Dnipropetrovsk, and Mykolaiv. But here we find out that they also attacked Odesa Oblast. Where are those located? No worries. This is Mykolaiv. We're going to focus on this one. The Russians hit Ukrainian infrastructure. Here is by the Black Sea, Romanian baboons, Crimean Peninsula. So this is the map of Ukraine. So Khmelnytsky, Zhytomyr, Kiev, Chernihiv, Sumy, Poltava, Dnipropetrovsk, Paparab, Cherkasy. Then you have here Mykolaiv and Odesa. Now basically they stopped here. They didn't attack the Polish side of Ukraine. Why do I say Polish? Because that's what's going to end up in the Polish hands. Probably. Now, the Russians launched their drones from, let's see where. These guys don't want to tell us. It's okay, we're going to go to the other one. These guys will tell them. I told them, you got to tell me, otherwise I will fuck you up. So here it is. Oriol, Bryansk, Shatalovo, as well as ballistic missiles targeting Odesa from Crimea. So Oriol, Bryansk, Shatalovo. Bryansk, Oriol, Shatalovo is here in Smolensk, some from these areas. And then they said from the Crimean Peninsula. This is where the missiles were launched. Towards Odesa, Bangzaka, Makalaka. All right, let's move on. Here, Russia launches massive attack on Mykolaiv, critical infrastructure damage, critical infrastructure facility. They don't tell you anything else but that. They destroyed a restaurant and blah. Critical infrastructure in Mykolaiv, which is right here, Nikolaev, northwest of Kherson, close by. So these were attacked by the missiles from the Crimean Peninsula, but they said no, it was Odesa. All right, let's move to the next one. Is this the one? Yeah. This comes from Ukrainska Pravda. Russian troops trying to cut off logistics and surround Pokrovsk. UK intelligence says that is in Donetsk. Where's Donetsk? No worries. Right here. So the Russians are attacking and trying to encircle this town here, which is Pokrovsk. The Russians call it Krasnoarmeysk. And they're trying to cut off right here the supply lines. This one's right here. Now the Ukrainians will claim that they actually liberated a town in this area. So let's see first what they say in this article. According to the UK intelligence, which never lies about weapons of mass destruction or anything. Remember Saddam? UK defense intelligence has asserted that Russia's key efforts near Pokrovsk in Donetsk Oblast are focused on cutting off logistics routes to the city and surrounding it. That's obvious for all of us, my friends. Now, the Russians announced the capture of the village of Vodyane Druhe, situated east of Pokrovsk. East of Pokrovsk. Pokrovsk is right here. East is in right here. Vodyane Kaparone. So this is what the Russians claim they liberated. Right here. Belarus Center liberated the village of Vodyanoye Vitropakapaka in the Donetsk People's Republic. Alright, let's see what the Ukrainians claim they did. Ukraine advances in Kursk and Kurakhove. Russia intensified attacks in Donetsk. So Kursk, they claim they are advanced, and in Kurakhove, where is they located? So we're gonna go in Kursk first, which is in Russia, right? I think that's a lie, but nevertheless, I will tell you why I think it's a lie, right here. It is true that NATO used the Ukrainians to invade Russia here successfully, and they're still there, which is concerning right here. So they advance here. I think this is just a PR stunt in order to give ammunition to the Americans. Hey, we'll see, we're winning. You're winning nothing. Anyway, and actually they are over there. Let's put it this way. They're not out. They're not out. That means they're winning. And the other one, they say they liberated, wasn't that? Or advanced in Donetsk, in Kurakhove. Where is Kurakhove? It's by Pokrovsk, where we were before. Remember the logistics, they tried to destroy the logistic, and the Russians claim, even the Ukrainians say the Russians liberated this village. So Kurakhove is right here. This is a, how do you call this? Reservoir, water reservoir. This is Kurakhove. So right here is Dachnoye. This is where they say they advanced, well, according to the Ukrainians. All right, Ukrainian forces advanced in Russia's Kursk Oblast near the Kurakhove and near Kurakhove, while Russian troops pushed forward in Vovchansk, Liman, and Pokrovsk. All this front that we're talking about is this. Liman, Vovchansk, and Pokrovsk is this, on the big scheme of things, is between Luhansk and Donetsk. This right here, they push forward, the Russians. All right, let's go next. Ukrainian Armed Forces liberate the village of Pishchane near Pokrovsk. Here it is, Pishchane. They, as I said, the Ukrainian Armed Forces. They say they did it, village of Pishchane near the city of Pokrovsk in Donetsk Oblast. All right, good for you. Next one. Let's see who wants war. Ukrainska Pravda. Polish Foreign Minister, Mr. Sikorski, with his Jewish wife, considers Trump's call to Putin a mistake. Well, mistake for some, for others are not. Radoslav Sikorski, this is what he says. Let's see where we find that. Sikorski also noted that Europe has enjoyed the dividends of peace for too long. If Putin succeeds in conquering Ukraine, it will be a signal to China. It will directly impact the US strategy and alliance systems and possibly the future of Taiwan. Sikorski, hey, I suggest the Poles stay in their little land over there and they don't talk internationally too much. I mean, they can, but, you know, the Poles try to how to call it, right here, Kremlin leader was a mistake. They tried to play an important role in Europe, and it's good. I mean, it's good. They think they're still in the, I don't know, 15th century and 16th century, even 17th century. They're still over there with, and even in the 18th century, in 1794, Poland was disintegrated. So Poland did not exist as a state from, I think, 1794 or so until the end of the First World War, after it was put back together. All right, by whom? We can't say. So Sikorsky works for other masters, not for the American masters too much. So he thinks it's a mistake. That's his right. Why was it a mistake? Because the China will be emboldened in Taiwan and the Russians will occupy, will conquer all Europe. That is kindergarten level. Remember, Sikorsky worked for British newspapers in England. His wife as well, and she's Jewish. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Zelensky's Jewish. I mean, what do we want? Anyway, my friends, that's the way things go. So I don't think he works for the United States of America, or I think he works for Great Britain. That's a good feeling, okay? But he doesn't want peace. And let's see how the Americans are trying to throw a wrench into the works of whom? Right here, Russia Today. U.S. discussing grand bargain with Russia's closest ally, New York Times. According to Russia Today, 16th of February, the Belarusian president has met with a senior American diplomat, for the first time in 5 years, the new outlet reports. Now, if this senior American diplomat is Mr. Kushner, remember, Trump's son-in-law, he just was appointed as a senior Middle East advisor. What credentials Mr. Kushner had? I tell you. First, he was from the Middle East. Second, he was Trump's son-in-law. And third, nothing. So these were his credentials. And he was he builds buildings, you know, he's that kind of thing. He's in real estate magnate with his father, friends of Bibi Netanyahu, who used to sleep in Kushner's bedroom when he was coming to New York a long time ago. Not with Kushner, I'm not implying anything like that. But nevertheless, they were friends, will be friends. So he was appointed. So if the same senior American diplomat or one of the same level, you know, of knowledge was sent to Belarus, then no worries. Lukashenko just played with him, ping pong, bang 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 bang. A U.S. senior diplomat, let's see, right there, has held a meeting with Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, the New York Times reported on Saturday, adding that the talks could point to better bilateral relations between Washington and Minsk. Yeah, they lost, and then they have to agree with these guys. Nuclear weapons on Belarusian territory tamed the Al Capone. On Wednesday, Lukashenko reportedly met with Deputy Assistant Secretary of State Christopher W. Smith, who visited the Belarusian capital along with two other U.S. officials, Zelensky signs anyway, to secure the release of 3 people, including an American citizen, from prison in the post-Soviet state. Let's see who this guy is. I want to see who Mr. Christopher Smith might be. Okay, I want to see, and I'm not, I'm going to show you. I want to see if this person, how old this person is. Okay, let's see. Okay, here he is. This is the guy that met Lukashenko. Let's see. I think he's about 38 to 45. How do you like that one? But let's see if we can find him somewhere else. We have anything like that? Wiki, I don't think is there yet. But hey, oh, here we go. 45. All right, so it's a good one. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. He's a senior. I agree with that. Why? I don't know. Let's see if he did something. What did he do? What did he do? No. My bad. That's not the guy. Christopher William Smith. Oh, an American convicted criminal. It's not that one. My bad. All right, let's see where that's Christopher Smith, exorcist. God damn it. This is the guy right there. It doesn't say how old he is, but we can find out differently. He received the Christopher Award, and that's it. Come on, man. Tell me how old this guy is. I maintain he's about 38 to, as I said, 40, 44, 45. All right. And here it is, my friends. I guarantee you, Lukashenko was like, let's talk. Smack. All right. I want to see United States. He is distinguished graduate of the United States with a master's degree in national security studies. But I don't see. He was National Security Council from, I don't see any, probably I can look deeper, but who cares? His face tells me everything. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you later, my friends.